Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It is a hot October afternoon, week 4, and the first 1 o'clock game on Sunday. An NFC South matchup, the 1-1-1 New Orleans Saints and the 1-2 Atlanta Falcons. Derek Carr taking on Kirk Cousins in week number 4. In what is often known as one of, if not the worst division in football at the moment. This is looking to be a different story for both of these teams. Both are looking for successful stories here in week number 4. And both these teams would have at least a 500 record with a win today. So they look to get just that as they take on each other. Two very familiar foes, one of the best undercover rivalries in football. And they look to keep it up here in the year 2024. But it will be the Saints that will receive the football first. Atlanta to kick off in game 2 of week number 4. Cowboys took down the New York Giants last night, 35-20, in an NFC East week opener. Now we get our NFC South week opener. Looking forward to this one as well. Get my thumbnail and my tags in. Younghoe Koo puts the ball on the tee. And we are moments away from kickoff here in Atlanta. Saints-Falcons, week 4 football. And we got to start it. Younghoe Koo on for the kickoff, and we are underway at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Stanley Morgan Jr. on the return from his own 2-yard line. He'll take it left side out to the 21, and out comes Derek Carr. Well, who would have thought the New Orleans Saints, their offense, the first team to put up 50-plus points in a game this season, and Derek Carr did it with 6 touchdowns last week and a dominant thumping of the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome everybody joining me today. Bolt, Dyer, Fitzpan, Exoff, John Zeller, SM Santori, Ute, everybody else joining me throughout. Should be a pretty good game today. Falcons keep it close with a lot of teams, and the Saints offense, they run away. Way too many people picked Atlanta. I agree with you, my friend. The Saints put up 51 points last week against Philadelphia. Can they keep the trend up here in week 4? Left side passes out there and caught by Olave. And a good start with a gain of 8 to the Buckeye. Derek Carr gets out to a perfect start across the middle of the field. Talk about the wide receiver core for New Orleans. Olave and Rashid Shaheed. It was Wilson Jr. and Rashid Shaheed. Over 200 yards last week. Rashid Shaheed with the single game highest receiving yard number out of any wide receiver this season. Right side handoff out there to Alvin Kamara. Can't forget about the run game of New Orleans. Down the right sideline, gain of 21. And a good start for the Saints. Pick it up where they left off. What up, Brendan Marks? I don't care who wins this game because I hate both of them. Fair enough. As a Panthers fan, that makes sense. I think the logical team to pick here would probably be Atlanta for you, but who knows? Carr now right at the midfield stripe. Another handoff to Kamara, left side, shooting out of a cannon. Got stuck behind Taysom Hill, who was out there to throw a block, and didn't really work out too well. What up, Arturo? Good to see you here. I think I picked the Saints. I feel like I would be stupid not to after their performance last week, but a lot of people riding high on Atlanta still. We'll see. Run-heavy formation left on 2nd and 10. Derek Carr off the play action. Going to find Kamara in the flat. He'll pick up 5 and make it a much more manageable 3rd down coming up for New Orleans. Carr back in the huddle. A lot going on with him. A lot of people think that he is the biggest waste of money on any football team right now because the Saints are in cap hell. But truthfully, he's trying to prove the narratives wrong here. And a big case here on 3rd and 5 as Carr will take a step. Plants his feet, stepping back in the pocket, being chased, and he will be sacked by Grady Jarrett. Saints' opening drive will result in a punt. Falcon defense makes a good stop. I'm not going to lie, I have not looked at like anybody's individual pick 'em. So after stream, I can go back through and probably tell you who you picked, but I don't even know who I picked. If that says anything. Lou Headley on for the punt here for New Orleans. The worst special teams in football so far this season. And this punt, couldn't have proven that. A good one back at the 15, fair caught by Atlanta. Out comes Kirk Cousins, trotting onto the football field. Him and Michael Penix Jr., QB1, QB2 here in Atlanta, but obviously the big bucks are going with the veteran, former Washington Redskin and most notably, Minnesota Viking. What up, Scribble? Got the Saints for obvious reasons, of course. Can't go wrong with it. Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons looking to bounce back from their Sunday night loss against Kansas City. As Cousins down the middle of the field delivers that one a little bit too far in front of Rondale Moore. And it will fall incomplete. Saints at 1-1-1. Parity in the NFL. You love to see it. Probably the only person that picked them tomorrow. Who they play tomorrow? I forget, actually. Cousins' first pass is inaccurate and incomplete, intended for Rondale Moore. 5-man rush coming. Cousins looking left side, completes the pass to Kyle Pitts. Gain of 7 yards. I may have picked Carolina. I actually don't remember who they're playing tomorrow. Cincy? Okay, I definitely did. Actually, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you who I picked tomorrow. That might be one of the games that I'm like, I'll pick Carolina. Why not? We'll see. Saints defense looking to pitch an opening drive, 3 and out. Right side handoff to Bijan Robinson will deny them that opportunity. Up to the 27 on a gain of 5. Panthers-Bengals, that's a trap game for Cincinnati, I'm telling you. I thought last week's was with Washington, but I think the Panthers are just one of those teams in this sim. You don't really know a lot about them. Cousins now with a bunch formation left, inside handoff to Robinson. They continue to ride the hot hand. Demario Davis makes the tackle at the 31, but not before a gain of 5 for Bijan. I'd like to think I picked Cincinnati, but I cannot guarantee nor confirm nor deny that I did any of that. Who knows what I picked at this point? Saints going to pull their defensive backs inside the box here on 2nd and 5. Another handoff to Robinson. The Saints are going to pay the price for that. Bijan's got a first down and a gain of 13. 3 carries back-to-back-to-back for Bijan Robinson, and it's working out pretty well. Got to go with the Bengals on this one. I get it. Best division in football for a reason. That is a little bit crazy to be Exoff, not going to lie. Single back formation, Bijan Robinson looking for his 4th consecutive carry, and he's got it up the middle. Back-to-back first downs for Atlanta. Now keep in mind, when he got 5 carries in a row last week, he fumbled. So they are going to have to be careful with his workload today. Don't want him to fatigue. Panthers and Madden have enough individual players to make a problem for a lot of teams. That's true. Not the depth in real life, but Madden doesn't care about depth. Midway through the opening quarter, Falcons are on the prowl. Into the Saint half of the field, handoff to Robinson. There is number 5, up to the 40. This is actually very realistic for how Atlanta plays. Back in 2022 when the Browns played in Atlanta, ironically in week 4, the Falcons had a drive where they had 10 plays and every one of them was a running play and they scored a touchdown. Back in the Joe Woods days of the defense for the Browns. That was bad. Cousins now with 2 receivers left and right. Will find Robinson in the flat, and he makes a pivoting move, staying on his feet. And he will turn a lot of nothing into a little nothing. Loss of a yard for Atlanta. Raiders lost to the Panthers last week. It was all Mitchell's fault. Never again starting him. I promise you AOC is the QB1 going forward, unless we hear otherwise from our NFL insiders. Cousins going to work out of the empty here on 3rd and 8. See if the Saints bring pressure. They will rush a 5th. Cousins well protected. Left side passes caught by Kyle Pitts. Demario Davis had to pick up the big tight end. And not much you can do about that. Generational talent at tight end. If only he get the football. But a nice catch made. Atlanta in the red zone early. And they'll look to punch it in here. An upset win in week 2 against Philadelphia. But coming up just short last week. Looking to get back on the right track here as Cousins has all day to throw. Stepping up. Now stepping into a pass. Dropped by Robinson. XSM, what up, my friend? Good to see you back here. Speaking of Chiefs, one of our Kansas City fans. Red Old Bleacher Report, the AFC 12 has a slight edge on QB1 going into training camp. Yes, that's what I read after the game last week, unfortunately. Cousins throws his 2nd incompletion. Now off the bootleg right. Stepping into a pass, and he's got Drake London across the face of the field. And a gain of 13 more. Ritter is a, who does he play for now? Is he an LA Ram? No, he's not. Why can't I remember who he plays for? Genuinely don't remember. Falcons looking to be the first team on the scoreboard. First and goal, handoff up the middle to Robinson, weaving right, taken down by Davis. Cardinals, that makes sense. Yeah, that does add up to me. I mean, NFC West, you get why I'm confused. All pretty close in proximity, but not the same nonetheless. 4 more yards there for Bijan Robinson. Inside handoff again. He will lose another on the carry. Thought he went to the Commanders. Who knows who went where at this point? Because Jacoby Brissett was the backup at Washington. Then he went to New England, I think. Last I checked. I still got to study up on my offseason. Lots of stuff I missed. Long drive continues here for Atlanta. 3rd and goal from the St. 4. Cousins going to check one down left side to Kyle Pitts for the TD. Doesn't get much easier than that. Falcons strike first. Interesting. Nice drive there from Atlanta. Kirk Cousins will punch it into his Florida tight end, Kyle Pitts. Cardinals are going to make the Super Bowl with my Raiders going. Bet that. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Cardinals are not going to win the West. Unfortunately, the Niners just own that division for the foreseeable future. Extra point here for Younghoe Koo is up and good. 7-0 lead for Atlanta. 14-play drive. One of the longest in terms of plays. Not quite in terms of time. Giants still have that by a solid 30 or so seconds. That's for sure. But the Saints will have a chance to rebuttal coming up here on drive number 2. And I think they'll do so. No one ever said they were going to score on every drive, just a lot. So maybe they just took a drive off. Who knows at this point? And we will get a kickoff here for Atlanta. Return taken here by New Orleans once again. Up the middle to the 21 for Stanley Morgan. Back to the field comes Derek Carr. Haven't heard anything since I was 2 years old. Going to be 30 in 2 weeks, dang. You hate to see it. I don't know. Arizona, man. They were relevant in, 2015 NFC title appearance? Still one of the most forgettable games of all time. Carr and the Saints offense back on the field, trailing by a touchdown. After Cousins went the length of the field, how does Carr respond? Left side pass going up top for it. Looks like that is Cedric Wilson. And I don't believe it is, but I just threw that name out there. It is, though. Get it, 23. He had 200 yards last week. Rashid Shaheed had 200 yards last week. Might be the first NFL wide receiver duo in history to have 200 yards apiece. See if Kamara gets a touch here on 1st and 10. He will up the middle. Excellent blocking, and he's got a first down deep in Atlanta territory. Up to the 40. Oh, let's see. I mean, yeah. Nobody in here's been alive for a Browns Super Bowl, that's for sure. That's all right. You picked Atlanta, too. A lot of Atlanta pickups today. Interesting. Bench formation on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs for New Orleans. And Kamara will look to deliver that again, and he will spin down for another gain of 10. Up to the 29. Shaheed touchdown incoming. I can see it. Why did everyone pick Atlanta? Everyone's like, oh, this is going to be my upset pick. Watch this. Meanwhile, everybody picks Atlanta. And now it's a popular pick for some reason. 5 Falcons on the line of scrimmage here on 1st and 10. Carr trying to keep marching. Pocket collapsing. Lofted pass left side. Looking for Alvin Kamara. But he overshot him. Incomplete. First incompletion today. Knocked down by Clark Phillips. Lakers doing nothing while everyone else and their mother's making moves. Yeah, the Mavs getting Klay Thompson. Interesting. Derek Carr throws his first incompletion. Took nearly the entire first quarter as he looks to get back on the right track. Checking it down to Taysom Hill in the flat, who runs up the sideline, and he will pick up a gain of 3. But he is in the books with a catch in the year 2024. Technically, the tight end 2 on this roster. But we all know he's just a big hybrid player. That is the Taysom Hill special. And it looks like Carr will save the snap for quarter number 2. Falcons up 7-0 after 1 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And we begin quarter number 2. Saints have it 3rd and 7 on the first play of the second quarter. Looking for the 19-yard line. Carr. Deep drop back and a pass right side is caught by Johnson inside the 5-yard line. And the Saints right back to threatening. Gain of 22. Second 20-plus yard pass this drive for Derek Carr. Gave himself excellent time with the drop back. Credit to his O-line as well. Delivering him some protection there. Now the Saints in the I formation for the first time today. How about a fullback dive up the middle down to the 1 is Xander Horvath. Think Carr's going to come back to earth. Fair enough. That's an understandable take. I'm actually curious what the split is if everyone in chat seems to have Atlanta for this game. Let me look at the split. 40 pickups. Same formation here for New Orleans after the fullback dive. This time the football goes to Kamara, and he is taken down at the 1. Back-to-back no gainers for New Orleans. What up, Kirk Cobain? I was ready for that touchdown. I was. Fullback dive is an OP play in Madden, but it didn't work that time, that's for sure. 2 plays in a row, no gain for the Saints, and the Falcons look to slam the door shut, but Alvin Kamara left side does not break the plane. 3 consecutive no gainers. Looked like he had an angle here too. If he bounced that outside, he was in, but he tried to go through and take some hill. That's not how physics work. And yeah, here we go. 3 plays, no gain. Now it's 4th and goal. Saints keep the offense on the field. Hand up to Kamara. He is shut down, and the Falcons slam the door shut. Caden Ellis gets in the backfield, and the Falcon defense makes a stand. That is unreal. Down to the 1-yard line and cannot get in. Unreal. Well, Atlanta's defense has done it before, I suppose. That is nothing new. Falcons take over at the 3, looking to go the length of the field in as little time as possible. Quick slant route caught by Drake London. Lattimore gave him an extra half a step, and the Falcons take advantage. Carmichael playbook is garbage. It probably is. I'll take your word for it. Second quarter, plenty of football. I mean, I get the idea though. You're at the half-yard line. Could have got to safety even if you don't convert, but I guess not. Some breathing room delivered there by Drake London. Cousins from the 9. Out of the backfield finds a receiver, and I believe, try to see who that is. Algier, maybe? No, it's Smith. Your guess is as good as mine. Plenty of football left. I do understand that argument, I guess. But I don't know. Kicking an 18-yarder from the 1, not in today's NFL. Saints defense looking to pitch a 3-and-out here. 3rd and 1, Cousins, quick fire pass right side, caught on the sideline by Darnell Mooney. Atlanta moves the chains up to the 17. And the number 1 way to get the Saints off the board, prevent them from having the football. Philadelphia, time and time again, scored too quickly. And they paid the price for that last week. 2 receivers left and right of Cousins on 1st and 10. Right side passes out there and caught by Kyle Pitts. Off to the races across midfield and taken down by the Honey Badger. Pedal to the metal for Atlanta so far in the opening half. Well then, I still didn't look at the breakdown for this game because it might matter now that Atlanta's kind of dominating a little bit. Take a look here in a moment. Couple of first down tosses for Kirk Cousins on this drive. And now a handoff to Robinson. Up the middle he goes, taken down from behind at the 27. But right now, all the momentum in the direction of the Birds. All right, in the summary, today's game, 27 people picked Atlanta, 14 people picked New Orleans. That's surprising, you know. Interesting. Bijan Robinson stands alone in the backfield on 2nd and 4. Left side stretch handoff, and he has got a gain of 3. Mild take, Pitts is a Pro Bowler this season. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good take. But a little bit hot because it's not happened before. Moody catching a pass unrealistic, true. Not wrong about that. Yeah, now that Arthur Smith is gone, Atlanta will have a much better time, I have a feeling. 21st offensive play so far this afternoon for Atlanta. Looking to make it count on 3rd and 1, and an inside handoff to Robinson will move the chains up to the 23-yard line. Atlanta keeps the football moving. Got to respect that. All right, SM, I'm going to look at your pick 'em real quick. See if I can find yours. Kirko back under center on 1st and 10. Another handoff outside there to Robinson, taken down quickly in the backfield. Nice tackle made by Chase Young. 2nd overall pick, former Washington Commander. All right, I picked New Orleans in this game. Not sure how surprised I am about that. And so did USM, I believe. Yes, you did. 5 wide look here for Atlanta. 2nd down, 11. Check down football to Mooney, and he will lunge near the line to gain. Just short 3rd inches on the way. What a Vikings fan. I know I picked the Falcons. I'm glad that you know. And they are also winning this one so far. This is a really fast first half, guys. Faster than any half we've had before. Bunch formation left, 2 receivers right on 3rd and inches. Cousins. Right side passes out there, caught by a wide open Bijan Robinson. Cousins is dealing right now. 11 of 13 and a TD. Sleeper pick for fantasy this season? I don't know. The Falcons sure think so with as much as they paid the man. Only time will tell. Atlanta back inside the St. 10. Looking to double up on their lead if they can punch it in here. Left side hit off to Robinson. Excellent blocking and take it down at the 1. So they will look to punch it in and do what the Saints didn't do. Saints DBs are asleep right now. They really are. This is about to be the longest drive of the season if they can convert here. Just so that goes down in the record book. Bijan Robinson visibly gassed in the backfield, but he gets an I formation handoff, takes it up the middle, and he will break the plane. 97-yard touchdown drive. Started all the way back at the 3. Unreal. What a drive, you know. Started with the turnover on downs from the opposite 3-yard line. Atlanta takes a 97-yard drive for a touchdown. And an extra point for Young Wei Koo. It's up, and it is good. 96, yeah, whatever. It's 97. They started that drive at the 3. I don't care what anybody says. Another double-digit play drive, though. 12 and 14 for Atlanta so far today. That is dominance on the offensive end if I've ever seen it. Young Wei Koo will put the ball on the tee and get us restarted here. Tommy Tremble has more career touchdowns than Kyle Pitts. That is insane. But I do believe that. I'm a little surprised by that. How often do you hear Tommy Tremble and his name called? Not a lot. Stanley Morgan Jr. takes a return for the 1. Saints need a special team spark now more than ever. And a marker is down, and I think that's Rashid Shaheed acting guilty, and it is. When it rains, it pours for New Orleans right now. Nothing going their way. And it's Kalike Hudson on the hold anyway. Not even Rashid Shaheed. Saints got to get going, though. Need to get this going in the right direction ASAP. Brock Bowers over both. Respectable take. Well, a holding call on the return sets the Saints back to their own 14. A punt and a turnover on downs to start the afternoon. Got to get going in the right direction. Good start right side to Wilson. And again, 17. Pretty hot take there, I suppose. Obviously better than Tommy Tremble, but I don't know about better than Kyle Pitts yet. We'll see. He really hasn't had his chance to shine yet. Could be our last play before the 2-minute warning here in Atlanta. Inside handoff to Alvin Kamara, and he cannot get away from A.J. Terrell. We have hit the 2-minute warning at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. All Atlanta, 14-0. In the last minutes of the opening half. Yeah, tomorrow's game is Panthers-Bengals. Looking forward to that. Should be a pretty good matchup. Crucial game in the NFC South, just as this one is with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Carr takes a low step, floats one left side, got him in up there, who's got a step, but Cedric Wilson dropped the football. Carr put that one in the breadbasket. Out of space to run as well. And it didn't happen. We got a couple good games in a row. Bengals, Panthers, Rams, Bears, and then Vikings, Packers. Carr dropped that one right in the breadbasket, but Wilson dropped the pass, and now Carr being chased, loses the football, and Atlanta scoops it up inside the red zone, and they may return it, and they will return it for the touchdown. Wow. Don't ask me to say that guy's name, I'm not going to be able to. Derek Carr takes a deep sack, didn't expect to lose the football, but he does. And a delayed return, but good enough for the Atlanta touchdown. They have one on defense. Saints not looking very good anymore. And the Eagles are looking at this game going, how did we give up 51 points to these guys? They have 0 points at halftime. It was always the Falcons. It may have been unreal. What an opening turnover. What a turnaround for Atlanta here as the extra point is up and good. That is crazy to think about. The Eagles lost to both of these teams. Both stopped and then scored. I'm more curious about what the offensive lineman was doing right there. I'm not going to lie. The Saints' lineman had a really good chance to at least touch him down at like the 14-yard line. And he just gave up on the play himself. I don't know what he thought happened, but he stopped. I think the Eagles might be questioning themselves this week. I mean, what time do they play? They play at 1 o'clock. I guess they're going to be locked in during their game. But still, after the game, they're going to be like, this team didn't score at all. Maybe our defense is the issue. They played Tampa Bay this week. I'd expect them to give up 50 points again. It wouldn't shock me, in all honesty. Youngway going for the kickoff again. Saints special teams will try it over again. Stanley Morgan Jr., another mediocre return up to the 19. Derek Carr back on the field. 6 touchdowns last week, and only a fumble on the major stat sheet so far this afternoon. You hate to see it. Unless you pick the Falcons, then you love to see it. But my Saints fans in here understand this is not what they expected. Saints at 1-1-1 lead the NFC South at the moment, but the Falcons looking to turn that around. Up the sideline catch made by Johnson. Good start to this drive for New Orleans. Keep in mind, Atlanta gets the ball at half as well to add to their dominance. They started without the football, which makes it even more insane that their margin of lead right now is all the way up at 21. Time is stopped with a minute 38 in the second quarter. Carr off the play action, quick right side strike is out there and caught by Chris Olave. Saints in field goal range, looking to get a touchdown back pretty quick here. Yeah, me neither, John Settler, I'm not going to lie. I considered it. Horrible coverage there from Atlanta. Really don't know what they're doing. Just let everybody walk free in the seams there. They will pay the price. Saints go in the no huddle on 1st and 10. Finally into Atlanta territory. And Carr will push even deeper. Soak up by Rashid Shaheed. Taken down by Jesse Bates. Couple of deep passes in a row. And now the Saints have momentum. A little bit, not a lot. Typical Falcons would choke this lead the second half. They might. They look like they're doing that already. We'll have to see. Saints would love a touchdown before halftime. They would try to make this a 2-score game before the break. Carr down the middle. Finds Kamara. Hit hard, but secures the catch at the 2. And New Orleans will burn a timeout. 26 seconds left. Beans and rice for dinner. Beans and rice will be brutal for you at the next step. But honestly, not bad foods in their own respect. Didn't expect this kind of game today, I'm not going to lie. Expected a typical low-scoring NFC South game, but not so far today. 2 timeouts left for New Orleans. 1st and goal at the 2. Carr right side passes off the mark. Looking for Jawan Johnson. Repeat red zone. They won't run the football this time because there's too little time left. But, I mean, if we had time left, it's a possibility. I mean, they'd probably go for it again, though, because a field goal does almost nothing virtually at this point. We'll see. Xander Horvath, the fullback, checking in on 2nd and goal. See if the Saints run the football. Hand off to Kamara up the middle, and he is still short at the 1. Okay, maybe you have a point. You might have a point. You beats the rice tortillas to the regular. Fair enough. Respectable. It's good food, though. American burgers, hot dogs, I guess it's okay, but Mexican food still slap. Falcons looking to make another goal line stand here. 3rd and goal at the 1. Horvath checks in at fullback. Carr looking to pass quickly down the middle. It is caught. And finally, New Orleans is in for the touchdown. That was the smart thing to do. And Atlanta's defense gives up points. Well, for a team that put up 51 points last week, scoring the first touchdown late in the second quarter, not according to their plan, but a good start on the route to come back. CMC got married? W. Good for him, bro. Extra point here for Blake Groupie is up, and it's good. Lead is cut down to 14. Seahawks can answer that. Dang. Not the right decision for Seattle. It's because they were in, straight man coverage all around. I really do have an issue with them passing with Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. CMC married to the game for real. For real. Love to see it. Anybody watch that Portugal game earlier today? By chance? Ronaldo just let the emotions pour today, let me tell you. Top 2, and he's probably 2, realistically. But him and Messi, man, generational players, that's for sure. Blake Groupie is on for the kickoff. Short kick return with momentum here for Ray McLeod. Take it up the middle near the 28-yard line, call it the 27. And the Falcons win, if the Saints do come back for this game, I'll go out to eat tacos tonight at a Mexican restaurant with some beer and chips. You met if the Falcons win. You're just going to delete it all. Try to rephrase it. Respectable. Should be our final play of the opening half here. Falcons defense finally caves in. Robinson takes a handoff left side. And that is a 32-minute first half. Incredible speed. But we head to the break. Saints 7, Falcons 21. Atlanta to receive the second half kickoff. Well, let's see what can get going here. If the Falcons retain this lead, I will go out and eat some pop tacos and Mexican food and a beer bucket. Might actually be able to watch a full game. Let's go, Brandon Marks, W. That's what you've been saying. I got you. Well, let's see if they can hang on. What's the alternative? What if the Saints win? What's the ultimatum here? But the Falcons continue to lead today. They've been a pretty impressive team this season. I know they didn't win in week 1 against Pittsburgh. That was probably their only week that I was questioning their offense, but still their defense speaks volumes for itself. So I understand that part of it. But since then, they've been pretty good. Going band for band with some really good teams. Second half is underway. Ray McLeod takes a return from his own end zone, taking it up the middle, speared into the ground WWE style at the 19. Sounds good, Arturo. See you in a little bit. Cousins and the Falcons coming back onto the field. See what they can do on the offensive end. I'm expecting better things from the Saints this half. That is for sure. Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons start half number 2 with the football at a 14-point lead. Quick right side pass is caught by Rondell Moore. First catch for him today. See if he can keep that up throughout the afternoon. Here in our first 1 o'clock game of week 4. 4 weeks into the season already. It would be a shame. Not wrong about that. For you, at least. Cousins and Robinson lined up right in front of each other. Right side pass swatted away by Lattimore. Had a chance to pick it up, but wanted to secure, or ensure, I should say, an incomplete pass. And I suppose he did so. That one fell harmlessly to the ground for the incompletion. Fully Derek Carr played how he looked. 3rd and 4 for Atlanta. A stop here would go a long way for New Orleans. Screen passes out there by Robinson, who's got blocking out ahead, and a move to the outside pushes the football up to the 40. And a gain of 15, moving the chains for Atlanta. I smell a turnover. I know that the guy that usually says that's not here, but I smell a turnover. I smell a Marshawn Lattimore INT. He's in his X Factor. Tight bunch formation right here for Cousins. Quick pass down the middle. A little bit of a rifle. Sniper pass right there on a gain of 3. It would not shock me if they choked this game away. They've choked about a game away every single year on this channel. Last year's worst one was the Commanders-Falcons game. That one was bad. Check down football, never hurt anybody. Gains 3 yards, makes it 2nd and 7. Cousins down the middle, finds Robinson in stride. Up to the St. 46, put up Notion tie. Good to see you here for a Week 4 simulation. Mario Davis picks up his 5th tackle. Fun fact, he had the first pick 6 in simulation history, and it was against Atlanta back in Week 1, 2022. Press coverage on Drake London. Keep an eye on him, but a handoff to Robinson, and he lowers his helmet. Not going to work out against the veteran presence of Demario Davis. Back-to-back tackles for the middle linebacker. This would be a generational throwaway if Atlanta lost. They're looking to make a stop here. Tackle made at the line of scrimmage by Demario Davis. Now Cousins with a 5-man rush. Right side pass down the field. A diving attempt at the sideline is to no avail. 4th incompletion today from Cousins. That is all. You got food in your laptop? Unfortunate. At least you're gubbing and watching. Falcons show worse. Yeah. Lord advised you not to finish that. Yeah. We all know where that was going. See who Atlanta targets here on 3rd and 10. Assuming they keep it through the air, they will. Cousins. Good blocking. Uncorking one. Deep left side. Back corner of the end zone. Knocked away. Last second incomplete. And an excellent defensive recovery for Julian Abram. Okay. Oh, watch out on your phone. I got you. That was a heck of a play. And finally, we get a punt. Bradley Pinion on for his first punt today. It took a long time for the Saints defense to get a stop. And a very mediocre punt of 22 yards. But back comes Derek Carr. And here come the Saints. Would be our longest comeback, or largest comeback in channel history, I believe, if they came back from a 21-point deficit. I think 17, right around that number, sounds about right. But keep in mind, 7 quarters, we're to think until week 2 of this year. So that changes things up quite a bit. Saints opening drive of half number 2. Looking to equate it to their previous drive and get a touchdown here. Starting out with a screen pass to Kamara. Not patient enough for his O-lineman. He'll gain just 5. Know about the Undertaker streak? I do not, actually. Favorite Falcons choke is week 2 against the 2020 Cowboys. I also love that one. That was hilarious. Watch that live. 3 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Falcons fans on their feet here on a 2nd and 5. Left side handoff to Alvin Kamara. Marker is down. Kamara is in the free, but I have a sneaky feeling this one is coming back. And it will. Saints continue to just hurt themselves, and it's on Taysom Hill. Unfortunate. You hate to see it. I'd say it's over. I would agree with that, Nair Fitzman. Taysom Hill guilty of the holding penalty. Can't say that a whole lot about him. Carr off the bootleg. Right side pass almost intercepted by Terrell. Probably should have been. Would have been the 2nd turnover today from Derek Carr. But it will fall incomplete. And the Saints have got to figure something out here. 21-0 at WrestleMania. Unfortunately lost to Lesnar to lose his first. Dang. That's a legendary streak, though. 3rd and 13 for New Orleans, going backwards so far on this drive. And Carr being pressured and throws it away in the vicinity of Alvin Kamara. But the Saints go 3 and out. They do not go marching on. No one coming back from 35-0. I feel like someone's been close before. I feel like that deficit is, while loomingly large, not insane. On for the punt is Lou Headley. Ray McLeod back deep, ready to return. probably will not get a chance to. And a fair catch called for at the 32. Started that streak in the 90s, that's insane. Trouble mentioned a lot of this channel's history. He really has been. I think he had an interception. His first INT came in 2022. I want to say it was against the Rams, probably. There's a can't miss play on that. Probably, I think that might be one of my most viewed can't miss plays on my channel. I don't remember for sure, but don't quote me on that. HCL back in possession. Maintaining their 2-touchdown lead thanks to their defense, only giving up a touchdown all day, but almost gave it right back to New Orleans. Pete Warner and Mario Davis. Miscommunication forces that one incomplete. Should have been a pick. Bills came back from 35-3 though. That's insane. Even still. Chiefs came back from what, 41-10 or something like that? 38-10 it was. Second and 10 at the 32. Cousins, after a near interception, delivers a completion, threading the needle to Robinson. He will feel that one in the morning. Fifth catch, though, for Bijan. Gonna quote you on that. Watch me. All right, bet. Let's go to my channel right now. Let me go to my channel. And, I can't even filter my shorts by most viewed, can I? Oh, I can. Hang on. Pivotal play here for both squads. 3rd and 1. I formation look for Atlanta. And a handoff to Robinson, shooting out of a cannon. Near midfield, he's got a first down. All right, most popular shorts on my channel. Let's see, we really have 902 videos on this channel. Holy cow. That is pretty insane. It is the 6th most viewed short on my channel. Cousins under center, right at the midfield stripe. As he makes some adjustments left and right. Couple of audibles will result in a 1-yard completion to Kyle Pitts. Yeah, that is my 6th most viewed short and my 5th most viewed can't miss play. My most viewed short is a 2022 Browns edit, which aged like milk, but that's all right. It is what it is. Just a gain of a yard on the 17th completion for Cousins. 17-23 so far today, cleaning up what he had left over last week. On Sunday night against Kansas City, airing this one out right side, knocked down and complete again. Beautiful coverage down the field from New Orleans. Just got back. Day's almost over. Day 2 of free agent for my Lakers. Sitting Ducks doing nothing. What'd I miss here? The Lakers and the Cowboys really the same thing in the offseason. Didn't miss a whole lot. Both teams punted. Falcons have it 3rd and 9 at the 49. Looking to convert midway through the 3rd quarter. Cousins down the middle. Finds Drake London looking for the line to gain. He will tumble and pick up 10. Forgot which game it was, but it was the quarterback had 5 years in the pocket without throwing the ball. It was one of your streams. That also does not surprise me. Nowadays, they at least run the football. That was probably a Madden 22 or Madden 23 thing. Who knows? Yawn indeed, Arturo. Single back formation. Bijan Robinson stands alone in the backfield. Cousins making multiple adjustments. Left side pass will be caught. Charlie Warner, is that? No, it's Robert Dwelly on the left sideline. Tackle game the first, it really did. It would have been an interesting 4th and 1 right there at the 40. Feel like they would have kicked, though. Younghoe Koo has got one of the best legs in football. Who knows, though? Saints defense desperately needing a turnover here. Falcons already in a field goal range, and Cousins will move them even closer. No. Kyle Pitts thinks otherwise. Good coverage there by Paul Debo. Forces the incompletion. Rams Chiefs 2018, yeah, that was a goated game. Definitely one of the greatest of all time. You're not wrong about that. Drop pass by Kyle Pitts brings up a 3rd and 4. Saints defense looking for a sack or a turnover, and they will force an incompletion at the very least. And force a 50-yarder here for Younghoe Koo. But I think this one should be a pretty comfortable range for a kicker like this. It is an open roof today, so maybe a slight breeze. We'll have to see. Younghoe Koo, one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, on for a 50-yard attempt from the left hash. It's up, and it's good. Falcons lead back to 3 possessions. U20 American football team really doing a poor job of representing us. They really are. Can we just get some, like, college phenoms on that team, and we'll call it a day? Yeah, I mean, that score was like, what, 51-54, something like that, but the defenses were terrible in that game. Offenses were elite, defenses were elite. It was just the most back-and-forth game of all time. It was peak football right there. That was a heck of a kick there by Young Wei Koo, by the way. Crucial in keeping the Falcons in the lead here. Once again, a 3-possession game, and it is go time for New Orleans. Stanley Morgan returns this one up to the 23. Out comes Derek Carr. Everyone did good. It's true. Defenses even scored that game. I think there was a scoop and score by one team or the other. I think it was the Rams that got a scoop and score. I don't remember for sure, but till likes today, let's get it up. We've had a pretty comfortable stream so far today. Can't complain about the viewership. Saints take back the field here, down by 17 now. Needing 17 points in 14 minutes. Starting with a handoff up the middle. That's not going to help them too much, just to gain it 2. Nathan Landman on the tackle. Slap the like already, appreciate it. Rams had 2 scoop and scores. That's insane. That was just peak cinema from a neutral perspective, though. 2 yards gained, 30 seconds wasted for New Orleans. Got to be more efficient on this drive as the pocket collapsing. Carr is taken down again. And again, it's Ebekite, who forced the fumble earlier. 3rd sack today from Atlanta. Then the game-winning INT. Yeah, they were locked in for that game, that's for sure. It may already be 4-down territory, but on 3rd and 14, Saints sure don't want to think about that. Carr down the middle, wide open, in stride. Cedric Wilson thinks not about 4th down. He'll take it 81 yards for the Saints touchdown. They are back. Okay, all right. Derek Carr delivers a strike when the Saints needed most, 81 yards to Cedric Wilson down the seams, and the Saints on the board once again. Okay. Knicks 76ers, it's becoming a lot more realistic, I will say that. I can see it happening. And Blake Grupe's on for the extra point. Try to bring it back within 10. Surely Atlanta cannot choke a 21-point lead in just over 20 minutes. And surely they can't choke a 17-point lead in like 14 minutes, right? Oh, boy. Here comes the comeback. Celtics lose to the Knicks in the playoffs. I'll bet everything on it. All right. Believe me, I believe you. You're willing to put $1,000 on the Raiders to sweep the Chiefs? I will believe you instantly. Don't jinx it. I want to jinx it. I was a Saints bettor, so we'll see. It'll all come down to these next few possessions. And a kickoff here. McLeod will take a return from his own goal line. Cutting back up the middle. Knocked down from behind at the 22. Or the Heat when Jimmy Butler's healthy. Dude, if Jimmy was healthy this season, man. We got robbed at a playoff Jimmy. I was so hyped in like early April. I'm like, here we go. The play-in Heat, they're back. They're going to haunt the Celtics yet again. And they didn't. Still won a game, though. That was pretty fun. Atlanta brings their offense back on the field. Their lead is cut down to 10. Needing an efficient drive here. Not a good start. Cousins lost the football, but it's scooped up by Bijan. That could have been a disastrous play for Atlanta. Pete Warner got around the weak side. Cousins never saw it coming. And that is a significant recovery for the Falcons. Pete Warner comes off the weak side blitz with a sack. Loss of 6 for Atlanta. Kirk dropping back off his back foot. Down the middle in stride. Finds Robinson. First down Atlanta. 25-yard gain just like that. Tatum got overpaid, who agrees? I mean, a little bit. But when I don't know. When that's your best player on the best team in basketball, who knows at this point? I feel like all NBA players are significantly overpaid. Falcons rub that chip off their shoulder real quick. They pick up a first down on 2nd and 16. And now Cousins quick pass low down the middle, incomplete. wanted Lattimore, work it towards the middle, near Lattimore, but he wanted Rondale Moore. Tatum is the 19, good point. JB's the best player on that pathetic team, not JT. No, it's JT. You guys are just hating. He is a little corny, but he's the best player on that team. I formation look on 2nd and 10. And in the backfield immediately was one of the New Orleans Saints there, but not enough for the TFL. It's definitely JT. Now, if the NBA was just the first quarter, it was Jaylen Brown all the way. That man will put up, he probably averages 10 points per game in the first quarter alone. Jaylen Brown is a first quarter merchant. Saints defense, another golden opportunity to force a Falcon punt. Cousins. Right side pass almost intercepted by Lattimore. Jumped that one perfectly. But got caught up in the hands of Rondale Moore. And he had an entourage to the end zone if that one got to him. Oh boy. Getting a little interesting here. What up, Chili? On for the punt is Bradley Pinion. And all of a sudden, the Saints have made this a game late in the third quarter. But a really good punt is going to sit inside the 10, out of bounds at the 6. Best punt of the week. I mean, we're only 2 games in, but that'll work. But updating standings, if I wasn't sick, I'll have to put the spreadsheet together soon. Go whoever I picked. I got you, Chili. Appreciate you tuning in. Take care of your illness, my friend. No rush back. Rare good Madden punt. Real. We used to have a lot of Madden punts that landed like inside the 5. Last Madden, I think Madden 23 was the best at punting. I miss those days. New Orleans is pinned at their own 6-yard line, looking for at least 3 points on this drive to bring it back within a score. Fake jet sweep to Olave, handoff to Kamara. Got an outside block, and there goes Alvin Kamara, gain of 17. Saints go back on no bet. That'd be a win-win for me. Because I also picked New Orleans. There's still a lot of time left in this game for Atlanta to choke it away. How can NBA champions be overrated? I'm talking about overpaid. I think you were mentioning somebody else's comment. Carr now with 2 receivers left and right on a new set of downs for New Orleans. Left side pass out of bounds. Delivering another classic Falcons choke job would make my week. That would be something, wouldn't it? People do hate winners. That's true. Why do you think Tom Brady was one of the most hated players in NFL history? He made me fall in love with the game. I'll tell you what. I'm getting front row seats to his Hall of Fame speech. That's for sure. Carr just throwing that one away, ensuring he doesn't take a sack. 5-man rush, good blocking. Pass is caught by Wilson on a crossing route. 14th completion today for Derek Carr. Cedric Wilson back-to-back 3-digit receiving yard weeks. And we have hit the fourth quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Saints 14, Falcons 24. This game will come down to the final 10 minutes. I mean, listen, I live right up the street from Canton, pretty much. It ain't that big of a deal. Brady really the GOAT, though. This game is going to come down to the last 10 minutes of regulation. Derek Carr off the play action. Deep left side pass is short of Cedric Wilson. Had him on a comeback route, but he didn't come back quick enough. Got to get ready to see you in a couple days, Brother Works. Enjoy your time. Derek Carr off the mark on 1st and 10. He will do it over on 2nd down. Touch pass down the middle is secured by Johnson across the midfield stripe. Saints continue to march. Nah, that's crazy, Scribble. That is crazy. God forbid someone have a favorite player nowadays. Tight formation for New Orleans on a new set of downs. 1st and 10 at the Falcon 49. Would love to at least get in the range here. Carr off the play action, but immediately taken down by a Richie Grant on a strong safety blitz. That's a brutal sack taken for New Orleans. Bet that fits, Finn. There's a lot at stake for everybody right now if New Orleans wins. 1 minute going by in the final quarter of regulation. Saints look to force overtime with a come from behind victory. Carr, left side passes out there, incomplete to Olave, who gets leveled by Jesse Bates at the 35-yard line. What a meta, appreciate it. Got an ATL faded chat. Took a little bit to happen this season, but it is here. Don't you doubt it. Time is still ticking away here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Carr going back to under center. Taking his time, sets a man in motion, and a jet sweep to Cedric Wilson. Got a block on the seams, and now it's Chris Olave inside the 15. Will set up another 1st and 10. Jet sweeps don't seem to work for anybody, except for the Saints. Tell me I'm wrong. Wilson had one last week. Olave gets one this week. Not quite for a TD, but that'll work out pretty nice. Who Dat Nation back inside the red zone. Looking to punch it in, hand off to Kamara left side. Taken down by Bates at the 7. That's understandable, Scribble. Rather recipes all day that say something positive about the Chiefs or any division rival team. Me too. I feel you. Can't be given in to the enemies. Gain of half a dozen for Alvin Kamara, who stands alone in the backfield in a single back formation. This time it is Wilson in motion, who gets the jet sweep, but the Falcons were all over that one, and a loss of 3. Lorenzo Carter on the TFL. Facts, rice and beans fire. I need to know this glorious queen is, Scribble. We got to do forensic analysis. We'll get to it soon. Saints will look to the end zone here on 3rd and 7. Carr back to pass, launching left side, overshoots Olave, incomplete. And a big stop for the Falcon defense, but still, it'll be a one-possession game, assuming this will be knocked through for Groupie. We'll have to see. Dennis Allen giving him a stern talking to. Saints drive comes to a close. Now Blake Groupie on to make it a 7-point game with a 27-yarder. It's up. It's good. 24-17, 6:44 left to go in the 4th quarter. 7-point game. Says they're gonna call today res, but that'd be another day. Always, I mean, that's the good thing about Mexican cuisine. There's always something to have. Different days of the week. That's for sure. But man, what a game we've had so far. Falcons took an early 21-0 lead. Saints are on a 17-3 run so far since that point. And you can sense the momentum just heading in the direction of New Orleans, trying to pull this one out on the road. But the special teams of Atlanta looking to deny them that. It is McLeod on a return up to the 22. Kirk Cousins takes over. 6:40 left to go. Falcons looking for a long field goal drive to put this game away. How are we feeling about the Falcons offseason, people? I'm excited to see what we can do. They've had an interesting offseason. I don't agree with their drafting of Michael Penix Jr., as does 95% of the population, but other than that, they made some pretty good acquisitions. They've done okay. 6:40 left in regulation. Falcons looking for a long-scoring drive here to put this game away. Saints defense looking for a stop. Cousins being chased. Got to be careful. He will be sacked in a loss of 9. Chase Young, former Commander, former 49er. 9-yard sack. And the Falcons going the wrong way to start this drive. Try to get some more veggies here and there. Amen to that. Amen to that. Cousins will lose 9 yards in a crucial part of the game. 4-man delayed rush, right side pass caught by Pitts. Interesting tackle there by Lattimore. Probably ended up helping out Atlanta more than it did New Orleans. But a gain of 10. They'll get halfway to the line to gain to Mario Davis, credited with the tackle. Number 6 today for the middle linebacker. This is a massive play here. Atlanta targeting the 32-yard line. 4-man rush coming from the Saints. Cousins finds London on a crossing route, but he is tackled short of the line to gain by Taylor. And a punt upcoming for Bradley Pinion. The Saints force a 3 and out and will have a chance to tie on the next drive. This game is crazy. Bradley Pinion is on for the punt. Falcons go 3 and out as Pinion gets this one away. Rashid Shaheed will have a chance to return it. His first touch of the entire game. Takes it right side, and we will flip to the other 30. Derek Carr coming back out, looking to lead a game-tying 70-yard drive for New Orleans. This is going to be a massive drive right here. What do we think of chat? What's the result going to be? I think the Saints will tie it up. Let me know. Most important drive of the game by far. Derek Carr under center. Looking for some good passes on this drive. Starting right side, incomplete. A lot of contact in the flat there to Alvin Kamara. But no whistles being blown. Caden Ellis in coverage. Falcons never failed at this point, unfortunately. I spell overtime. I spell that too, SM. I caught a whiff of that in the air. Once again, the fullback checking in for New Orleans. Could mean a run, but Carr looks to throw. Rolling left away from pressure. He'll throw it left side. Caught up the sideline by Johnson. Spun down at the 36. And a big play coming up here. Biggest drive of the game by far. It's crazy that entire first half took like 25 minutes, and this entire second half is taking like 45. What about in course? Sorry for coming in late. What did I miss? A lot. Falcons trying not to choke away this game. Two backs in the backfield here on 3rd and 4. Rashid Shaheed pinched in. And his screen passes out there to Kamara trying to get away from Bates, but he cannot. 4th and inch is coming up. What do the Saints do here? You gotta go for it. What do you do? Such an interesting part of the field. Wow, what a call. Lou Headley on for the punt on 4th and inches. Dennis Allen trusts his defense right now. And this is a really good punt. Our rocket fair caught all the way at the 14. I don't mind that decision. 3:51, all 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning. You think about the pros and the cons. If you do get the first down, great, wonderful. You keep the drive going. If you don't, they're already in range. They're just going to cost you all your timeouts. They're going to kick it. They're going to go up 10. But now you put your defense back on the field. They can force a turnover. They can get you the ball right back. I don't think there was a wrong decision there. Once again, tomorrow we got Panthers and Bengals tomorrow. Marshawn Lattimore in press coverage at the top of the screen on 1st and 10. Cousins looking to throw quickly. Left side, pass is caught by London. 70-yard gain. Time is moving. I don't mind the conservativeness. I mean, the NFL has turned into a game of who can gamble the most. I mean, Dan Campbell is the biggest aspiration of that, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, 4th and 5 nowadays versus 30 years ago is a lot different. Saints have outgained the Falcons by about 60 yards, but it's the scoop and score, elevating Atlanta right now, almost intercepted down the middle on an errant pass to Kyle Pitts there from Cousins. Could have been a costly one, but it will cost them about 30 seconds of time coming off the clock as we're stopped at 3:19. To recap this game, Falcons were up 21-0. Saints looking to become the best comeback so far. Bunch formation right on a 3rd and 3. Cousins. Checked out football, good enough to pick up the first down. Darnell Mooney. Crucial. That'll save Atlanta a good 2 minutes. Hate to say it, I hope the interception happens. I'm not a fan of the Falcons. I'm not a hater of the Falcons, but I picked the Saints today. So we'll see what happens. Anticipating a lot of running of the football here for Atlanta. In the next couple of plays, as Cousins will hand off to Robinson, and he has got room to run, cutting left side, taking down at the 34, and that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Mooney held on, he did. Where was that in Chicago? Yeah, that was a rough way to give up yards there if you're in New Orleans. I don't agree with going man coverage at the top of the screen there, but we have hit the 2-minute warning. Falcons looking to hang on to a touchdown lead late in this one. What up, Monty Gator 24? Welcome to the stream. Just in time for the 2-minute drill for Kirk Cousins. Massive next 2 minutes coming up here following the 2-minute warning. Saints going to bring some pressure, handoff to Robinson, and he is taken down in the backfield, but he falls forward to pick up 2. Some blessings on the animation there for Atlanta. That'll work out. Let's see what'll happen. This play will decide everything. Don't be surprised if Cousins looks to throw the football. Madden loves to do that on 3rd and short in late game scenarios, and they're not even going to hide it. How about this? Kirk Cousins out of the empty on 3rd and 1. Saints did not anticipate this happening. With 1:56 left, quick left side pass is caught. First down, Drake London, and that should just about do it. That seems to happen a ton. I mean, you got to guess that they're going to throw underneath. Definitely not game yet, though. They took a timeout. They got one more left. And Cousins might choose to throw on third down again. We'll see what happens. But the Saints might get the football back with a good 40 seconds left. Don't be too shocked. Atlanta in the I formation. 1 first down away from a Week 4 victory. Handoff up the middle to Robinson, and he has got the first down. That'll ice the game. That's it. Made it feel like a real game. Appreciate it, my friend. That is the goal, getting us through the summer. But we are exactly 1 month away from the Hall of Fame game, Texans-Bears, Canton, Ohio. Looking forward to it. The Falcons took a lot of time with them. But now the Saints are regretting punting on 4th and inches, because that was a 4-minute drive there for the Falcons. But they are in victory formation in week number 4. And my undefeated pickup comes to a close in game number 2. How disappointing. Yeah, I hate to see it. But the vast majority still in the lead in this pick'em so far. Still probably have a good 25 odd pick'ems that are still perfect. And a running play coming up here for Atlanta. They don't have to, so the Saints are looking for a miracle in the Meadowlands type of play. Made in motion, handoff to Robinson. Left side taken down by Davis at the 41. We could have a crazy play right here. Imagine if they run the football game. They won't do it. That's whatever, though. Everybody seems to be 2-0. Not I. At least I'm not 0-2. I can look forward to that, I suppose. Well, the Falcons will be in victory formation one final time here in week number 2. And the new leader of the NFC South, I think, might be Carolina, actually, after this game. I don't want to say it for sure. But who knows? Arturo's going to be feasting tonight. Love to see it. Falcons are just going to punt, probably out of bounds, though. We'll see. Time is ticking away here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Falcons do not have to punt, but they will get this off out of bounds to the right sideline. And an NFC South victory at home for the Falcons in a big-time win, fighting off the comeback, I should say. 24-17, they secure a Week 4 win over the New Orleans Saints, who fall to 1-2-1. Falcons improved to 2-2. Another game in the books, almost had a comeback. At least it was entertaining to the final ending place. But, hey, a low-scoring game. We were due for one of these, all right? 24-17, respectable NFC South score. But another really good stream, guys. Appreciate you all tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for the Panthers and the Bengals. Should be a good one in Carolina. Looking forward to it. And, yeah, we'll see you guys then.